Hi, good afternoon. My name is Michele Diaz. And 2 years ago, I went to Tobago with my son. And we went to a show, and while there, I discovered a lump on my breast. I just happened to pass my hand on my breast, and I felt this lump and this pain. It was very, very painful. And my sister, who was a cancer survivor for 3 years, had recently died because the cancer came back. My grandmother also died from stomach cancer in 1977. Well, my sister, she had breast cancer. She removed the 2 breasts. It was only in 1 breast, but she removed the both of them for safety precaution. And she did chemo, she did radiation, and she was cancer-free for 3 years. And that same year, 2 years ago, it came back, but it came back in her bones, and it came back very vigorously. And within 4 months, she was dead. I had the oil because we had gotten the oil in May, the holy oil, right? And I decided to use my faith because I was not going to accept that situation in my life, right? And I told God, I said, God, this is not of you, and it must be removed, right? So every morning and every evening, I used to anoint my breast with the oil. I would pray, and I will tell God, I will speak to God and tell him, this is not of you, so it must come out, right? I don't believe that I must be sick, right? So I'll do the same thing in the night. When I came back to Trinidad, I went to the San Grande Hospital, and they advised me to do a biopsy, a mammogram, and an ultrasound. So on the 17th of July, I did the biopsy. I also spoke to my pastor about the situation, and he advised me to continue praying and using the oil morning and evening. So I continue, as my pastor advised me, I continue using my oil and using my faith, right? Because I was determined that this would not happen to me. Not because it happened to my sister, it would happen to me. So by the time I went back to do the mammogram and the ultrasound, the lump had already disappeared. Because of the history of cancer in my family, my sister died from breast cancer. My grandmother died from stomach cancer. So when I told my mom about it, she had this fear it will be the same thing, right? But I determined by my faith that it would not happen to me. And I used my holy oil. I believe in the words of God, and I was healed. Whoever is looking at this testimony, who might be sick, who might have cancer, or whatever sickness you may be suffering from, just believe, just have that faith, because if he could do it for me, he could do it for you also.